Alright, guys, don't come down here, Sugi. Let's just started it. It's muted right now, though. Let's just started it. It's muted right now, though. Oh, it's not muted. Let's just started it.
Hadouken! everybody. Can you hear me? Stop the music. I want everybody to spam 22. If you want this face to be shown, if you want the if you want the show to start, spam 22. Let me know you're here. Tell your baby mama, your grandmother, the side chick, the mailman, the mechanic, whatever you got, your husband, your wife, your kids that are 18 and older, let them know that we live. And y'all ready for the real music? You're not ready, are you? All right, you wanted it. Wait, why am I not showing? Hold on, stop the music. I can't ruin the best song. Oh, I know why. It's because of StreamYard is borrowing my camera. Okay. Hold on. Well, it always does this. Hold on. God damn it. All right. This damn StreamYard. Hold on. It's this thing. It's borrowing my camera. Quit using my camera. All right, hold on. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to redo the StreamYard, just so I can show my face real quick. Okay, now I don't see me. Hold on, chat. I'm confused. Where's my camera? Whoa, that is not the right camera. Okay. Okay. This is awkward. No. Where's my I think I might have erased my camera. Okay. That's okay. You guys are you're gonna wait. All right. ETHEREUM merge. I'm buying time here. I'm stalling. He's stalling. Why is he stalling? He's stalling. And now he's not stalling anymore. Start the music. Why do I look like this? Why does the quality of my camera look so bad? Oh my god. Hold on. I don't know what is up. What in the world is going on? Okay, I'll put this other music on. I won't put the real music on. I am so sorry, chat. Something happened to my camera. What in the world? That was the most anticlimactic entrance ever. Hold on. Looks fine. You couldn't. No, that's not. It's using the wrong camera or something. Bear with me. I do apologize, everybody. Much love to you on this Friday night. It's supposed to be full screen. I don't know. It doesn't even look 1080p, does it? Why does it have sides? Oh my god. I ruined my camera. No. Oh, that's funny. Is the resolution? I think I broke it. Oh my god. I can't show my face. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my god. My webcam's something's wrong. This looks so bad. Look, it's not even the right res. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. $1080. Maybe this will work. Oh, we're back. Oh my god, we're back. I fixed it. Okay. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I apologize. Hold on. Grand entrance again. Grand entrance again. We fixed it. I'm so sorry about that, chat. Tell your baby mama, your grandma, that we live. The mailman, the lady down the street, the mechanic, your kids that are old enough, 18 and older, your side piece, your wife, your husband, tell them all. We live. Come on. I don't know why it says Twidget active at the bottom. Let's go. Tribe 22. The world's greatest Friday night show you have ever seen. Viewer call in. Where random viewers call into the show and tell us what they're thinking. We actually have a good, what's it called? We have a very special call in tonight. ETHEREUM is going to bless us with their presence today. So that'll be cool. Last Friday night, we had Ergo and Flux call in for like a good, 20-30 minutes? That was solid. That was fun. So yeah, tonight, shout out to ETHEREUM. They said they would be coming in. So that'll be really cool. Any ETHEREUM viewers, please type in 44. Then I know that you're you know, coming from ETHEREUM or you like ETHEREUM. 44, there you go. Nice. James, you're my mod. Are you? I have to redo the viewer call. I don't know what happened there, guys. I really am so sorry. I just got off work, so I don't know. I had everything perfect, and then when we did that, it didn't go great, but that's okay. All right. Now, 22, 44. Yes, great. All right, let's get this going. Let's see. Enter without mic. Hold on. Okay, I have now created the link, and I'm going to have to swap here. And I also, everyone, I also paid the $20. So now, when a guest is on the show, you'll no longer see that weird duck on the show. So I went ahead and bought the bullet. I bought the monthly thing. Why is it doing this with my screen? This is so weird. I don't know. Something's up with... Maybe that's why. Unmute. Start cam. Your browser can't access your devices. Close all other applications that might be using your camera. Huh. I had, like I said, I had all of this set up, chat, and then my camera wet the bed, and now I have to redo everything. Use hardware decoding when not available. No. Deactivate when not showing. Maybe that. Let's see. Oh, we're good. Great. We fixed it, I think. Except for it's not capturing the white. Hold on. I swear I had this all set up perfectly before. Okay, and the link for tonight. The link for tonight, beautiful people. I'm gonna start, I'll tell you all the rules. 131 people already. We haven't even started the stream. Thank you, everyone. That's great. All right. Oh, trying to... Who is ready to call in tonight? I would like to get lots and lots of people tonight. Please do call in. Show love. I'm going to pin the comment. Listen, let me go over the rules real quick. And one more thing. I feel like I have to say this now that we get like a lot of developers coming in, a lot of like other coins and stuff. I just want to be clear. Nothing on this video is sponsored. Not even a little bit. Quite literally nothing is sponsored. I have no affiliation with any viewer that calls in. I am not responsible for what other people say. That being said, obviously we're not trying to get like scammers on, but I have no affiliation with anything, and nothing that you see on tonight's stream is sponsored in any way. It is literally anybody and their mother can call in. But like tonight, we do expect at some point Reptorium to call in, which is really cool. Shout out to Reptorium. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much my disclaimer there. The rules. I do not want to hear about government. No government talk. No politics. No politics talk at all, please. And I don't mind if you talk about like ESG because that's like crypto related, you know, like that's okay. But if you talk about like the banning of crypto, that's okay too, right? But like don't get into strictly politics or anything like that. I don't ever want to talk about that kind of stuff, Republican, Democrat, stuff like that. And also, finally, you must have a webcam. You cannot call in without a webcam. There are very few exceptions that I allow with a webcam. Like you have to be very well known or like a VIP. Like of course, Red Panda, right? He has called in a couple times, and of course, in his situation, he doesn't face reveal because he's a YouTuber for security reasons. I'll work with you like on that if you're like a VIP or something. But honestly, besides like very specific situations, yeah, we're not. Oh, it's on 720. Ooh, let's see. Hoping that'd be 1080. So other than that, everybody, the link for today. Viewer call in link is here. Must have webcam, please. Must. Oh, and also 3 to 5 minutes a person, please. Now the only exception I will make to the 3 to 5 minute rule, just like on every other stream, is if it's like a VIP or like, you know, like of course if a coin called in or you know, like something like that. Obviously, we're gonna give more than 3 to 5 minutes that we normally give people. But please do your best to keep it to 3 to 5 minutes per person, unless sellout. Shut up, JR. JR's been my mod for like 6 years. I'm not even joking. You shut your mouth, JR. I don't make a penny off anything here. Anyways, the link is out. Good luck to everyone. Feel free to call in. Must have webcam. And if the link does not work tonight, please do let me know. Oh, Brian Hollywood, becoming a member. Thank you so much, my friend. How are you doing, dude? Thank you. So let me show that. It had to update card. I don't know. Does that let me see. Had to update your card. Nice, dude. Yo, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, that's your first time becoming a member? I could have sworn you were a member before. I could have sworn you were a member prior to this. Surely you were a member before. I don't know why I didn't say like 2 months or something. That's weird. I swear you used to be a member. All right, let's see. Oh, Jay Williams is going to be calling in first. Jay, we spoke to Jay the other day, didn't we? Yo, yeah, Jay. The return of Jay. How are you, dude?
Go, man.
Yeah. How's Australia?
Yeah. Bit chilly, but it's all good. Nah,
chilly,
so
really?
And, yeah, loved all the live streams that everyone was putting up yesterday for us.
Yeah, dude.
So,
oh yeah.
No, it's been good. I've just I've got the 2 cards now on Flux.
Nice.
So,
and that's great.
Yeah, getting about 1 Flux a day, loving it.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude. Yes. Yeah. How's mining over there in Australia?
Oh, there's actually a lot more people that are jumping on the chats now saying that they're from Australia, so it's good.
Yeah, especially this time of day. Anybody from Australia out there? Let's hear it. So what's up, Jay? What you got for us?
Just a quick hello and just
right on,
saying,
dude.
Yeah, going good. The world's still ticking along.
Yeah, bro. Friday night, the world's greatest stream with my boy
Saturday
Jay
morning
Williams.
here, mate. Saturday morning.
It's the world's greatest Saturday morning stream. What time is it for you where you live, everybody?
We got 20 past 10 in the morning.
20 past 10 in the morning, my man. That's great, dude. So what other projects you looking at right now, Jay?
Well, baby mama's at work, so I'm just chilling.
Baby mama.
I don't know. I'm happy to stick with Flux.
Nice.
I've been second time Lucky Mining. Yeah, I think he's been on before as well.
Yeah, he came on. That was awesome. Yeah.
He's helped me heaps.
Right on.
Yeah, he actually lives like about half an hour away, so.
Oh, really?
He came and helped us set up the rigs, and we went through parts and stuff, and I just ran the 2 cards directly off the motherboard for now.
Yeah, no, that's the way to do it, man.
No.
So, if you had one speculative coin right now, Jay, like not Ergo, not Flux, right? Not ETC, what's the next big coin, Jay? Tell everybody out there. How are we going to get rich, Jay?
I don't know. I'm rolling with.
Stop the cap.
KDA is getting a bit.
Dana, okay.
I know it's not necessarily GPU, but I don't know.
Yeah.
GPU wise, yeah, I don't. Everything's tanking. So
Yeah, I know, dude. I actually had to turn off everything. Everything is off for me. I'm at 15 cents kilowatt. I'll be back. I'm not quitting mining, to be clear, everybody.
Yeah.
Just gonna let it settle. You know what I mean? For me.
Mine's just kicking away at my factory, so I'm not technically paying the bill.
I had 9 gigahash on Ergo, and it said I was gonna make 1.2 Ergo. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it was bad the other day. I think it was yesterday. I was like, oh, okay, hold up. If I'm yielding good, we're good to go, right? I don't even mind, to be honest with you. As long as the yield is good, I don't really care about the dollar amount. But if I'm getting 1.2 Ergo for 9 gigahash, I was like, I'll hold off for a minute. Yeah. So.
Tip back, settle. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got two more people, Jay. Final thoughts. What do you have for us?
I reckon everyone just keep your head down and bum up, and just keep on ticking. Just do as the General Max says.
General voltage.
Only mine if it's profitable.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jay. Much love, baby. Call in next week. We love you. Woo! Peace. All right. Gonna be a good one. Yeah, what's up, man? Oh, that's a loud fan. You
Hi,
mining?
DJ Mines.
What's up, man?
Of course, I'm mining.
Right on,
How
dude.
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. Cold weather, good for the mining rigs.
Yes. So, how cold is it?
Right now 5 degrees, and we are expecting to get minus in the next week.
Are you in Antarctica?
Russia.
Russia. Oh my god, dude. Man, that's cold.
Go cold is starting right now.
Oh man. I see you got a jacket on.
I'm sitting in the balcony, so the windows are open, so I have to wear this.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold, man. Right here, it's 40s. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I'm sorry. So, GPU, are you GPU mining or ASIC mining? What are you doing?
No. GPU, standard GPU mining. I have 2 rigs right now. One of them is with the Flux, and the other one is I'm trying Caspa today. Normally 2 of them is mining the Flux, but right now one of them I try to see how the Caspa is responding to the video cards. But normally I stick with the Flux.
Okay, I like Flux, man, a lot actually.
Yeah,
Caspa, I've been hearing good things.
Casper, I just started to try how the video cards overclock, how its response to the video cards, but I think it's pretty good. But generally, Flux, I have 2 gigahertz Flux hash rate, so I will continue to stuck to the Flux, I think.
Yeah, and the good thing about Flux, compared to a lot of the other coins right now for the GPU mineable coins, you get a good amount of yield. You know, you still get some coins, which is great. You know, it's not like 1 or 2. I'm getting 5, 6, 10, right? So you are getting some kind of coin. That's nice.
I'm not looking for the big opportunity for Flux, but I will start a Cumulus mod, I think, in a couple of weeks.
Oh, nice.
I already watch your video when you are selling these Cumulus nodes computers, small HPs.
Yeah.
I have one of them, but I already buy it for a long time ago, so I will turn it to the Cumulus mode. We will see.
Good, dude. And it only uses like 16 watts, 20 watts. So
you know, the electric is not a big problem in the Russia.
That's what I've heard.
Costs are, the costs are really low, so it doesn't matter.
What would you say the average cost is in Russia?
Oh, look, I have got 2 rigs containing like 24 cards, and for a month I'm paying maximum $30, something like that. Maximum.
Dang.
And
Wow.
it's not
Nice.
only the rigs, it's all the house, combining the refrigerator, televisions, the consoles, everything. Not
Oh,
only
wow.
the rigs.
Hey, good
Yeah,
on you, man.
It's really cheap. So the electric cost is not bothering me anymore.
Yeah, good, dude. You're actually the first person to call in from Russia. Shout out to you. I don't know how to say your name. You want to tell us?
I'm not a Russian, by the way. I am a Turkish guy. I'm just living in the
Oh.
Russia.
Oh, okay. Right on, dude. So
Yeah,
what
Mehmet.
what can you tell us about living in Russia?
Ah, the, I think the worst thing is the cold.
Yeah, I bet.
Because your worst thing is the cold. The best thing is the nature.
Yeah, beautiful
Literally
place.
everything is good. Everything is good. Nature is really good.
Oh, good, man.
Better than the lots of the Europe countries or the other ones. Or I didn't see the America. I can't compare the USA, but for the European countries, Asian countries, okay, I see lots of them. But the Russia's nature is really good.
Right on, dude. Well, any final thoughts?
Happy mining to everybody. Have a good health and have a good life.
Much love, bro. We love you. Good
See
luck,
you, DG
dude.
Mines.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Anyone in here from Raptorium? I don't know who's who. We are expecting Raptorium to come on the show at some point. So if that is you, I don't know what your name will be unless it says like Raptorium or something like in the thing. So, oh wait, does that say RTM? Hey Jacob, I'm sorry. Hold on, man. We gotta get to RTM. I apologize. Big
All right.
AKA
Hey, man.
Jacob Morris.
Yeah,
I think I found the person.
yeah,
Yeah,
that would be me.
Sorry, man. I didn't even read
Cool.
the username. How you
No
doing?
problem. No problem, man. All good.
Yeah.
It's early morning out here.
Yeah? Australia?
Yeah. Nah, Malaysia.
Oh, Malaysia. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. How is it?
Half past 8 in the morning. Yeah,
Nice,
it's
dude.
nice.
Oh, that sounds way better than where I'm living.
Hot and humid at the moment, but not bad.
Right on. So I have a question. I'm sure a lot of viewers have questions, right? GPU mining right now is rough, right? Obviously, Ethereum merge just happened. What can you tell me about Raptorium? Because I have a little bit of Raptorium, but I'd love to know more.
I mean, we are mainly CPU proof of work. We are still, generally speaking, in the green.
That's good.
It varies a little bit between which is more profitable, XMR, Haven, RTM. There have been an awful lot of RTM forks recently that seem to be pretty profitable to mine for the first couple of weeks. And then back and forth. But I mean, CPU mining is kind of a rather neutral zone between the whole proof of work, proof of stake debate.
So it's not really affected?
We don't guzzle up as much power. Nobody can make the argument that we are guzzling up as much power. There are larger blocks of hash power available, but it's from stuff like renting out internet cafes on down cycles.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a big market for that in China for basically internet bars during the 8 or 12 hours of the day where they have to close. They will rent themselves out for mining.
I did not know that at all.
There are things like data center off-peak hours. You can rent Google compute centers, and I mean they're perfectly okay with crypto mining, provided that you're 100% upfront about what you're doing.
I appreciate that, man. That's
I mean, it's a different market. It's a different ball game. It's sort of a little bit more its own thing. I mean, we're also GPU mineable, but so far the only GPUs I'm aware of that are actually profitable mining RTM are RX 550s.
Why that? Why RX 550?
Because they use almost no power.
Okay. So it's like an efficiency thing.
You can get just under 500 hash a second on RTM with an RX 552 gigabyte, and it'll only eat about 17 watts of power, measuring the usage from the riser.
Dang, that is not. That's way more or way less than the A2000. I don't know if you know anything about the A2000.
Yeah, I've looked at the A2000, but I mean the whole architecture isn't quite optimized for using as little power as the RX 550s, and they come with a lot more onboard RAM, a lot more. They're a much more advanced card, so they basically can't run as cold and efficient as the RX 550s can.
I wonder how many people know about that.
A few now. We're gathering hash rate data on the Discord server. If anybody wants to hop on that,
Yeah. If you want to link that, feel free, man.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Anything that people can mine, whether that's CPU, whether that's GPU, whatever. I love it, man. I think it's really cool. And everybody's looking for somewhere to go. You know what I mean? And hey, if you got a rig, you got a CPU.
Yeah, but exactly.
Yeah.
And the whole investment thing just isn't as bad to get into CPU mining. I mean, you can start with, for example, just an at-home rig.
Yeah.
Your regular rig, you spend $100 more on getting a CPU a level up and a slightly better cooler for it, and go from there.
Yeah. You know Rabbit Mining, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So him and Chump Change, I believe it was last year, got me into CPU mining, and I was doing it for quite some time. Man, CPU mining was really taking off, and that's when I started learning about it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always been around. I mean, BTC started off as CPUs only.
I did not know that.
There was originally a Java client, and some of us were doing some really unnatural things to our machines to mine in the wallet.
So you've been around since the beginning of crypto?
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool, chat. How many people have been around since the beginning? That's cool.
I'm also one of the people who has contributed to the permanent decrease of the BTC supply.
Oh, does that mean you lost a bunch of BTC?
It means I was mining on a laptop and it wasn't worth anything yet. And the laptop got stolen because I've fallen asleep on the bus.
Oh, no. We have to find Big Piggy's laptop. Tell your baby mama, your grandma, we're looking for a lost laptop. What year do you think it was?
2010, early in the year.
Tell the cops we're looking for. Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's great, man. No, that's interesting.
No, it was, yeah. It was, I think it was $10 in loss at the time, so I hadn't really bothered about an extra backup. I was a poor broke teacher at the time. But a couple of guys on Bitcoin talked to me, and they dropped some coinage on me, and I opened a Taobao shop in China.
Taobao.
It's kind of like eBay, but it was the granddaddy of Alibaba.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I've been using Alibaba a little bit.
Alibaba, they started off as Taobao, which was essentially Chinese eBay, which back then had World of Warcraft gold markets, Second Life Linden markets. You know the game Second Life?
I've heard of it. I've never played it. I have played WoW a little bit, just a little.
But I mean, back then it was one of the first markets you could trade BTC against.
Wow. Even back then, what year do you think that was, Piggy? Can I call you Piggy?
20
Is that offensive?
Yeah, Piggy,
All right.
David, all good.
Piggy. All right, yeah.
2010.
2010. What was I doing in 2010?
2010, 2011. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 2010, Second Life Linden markets. End of 2010, GOX came online as something other than a card exchange.
Cool, man. I have a question for you
Yeah.
because we don't get to talk to a
Yeah.
lot of OGs in the space, right? How has mining changed from what you have seen since 2010 or wherever or whenever it was?
I mean, back when I was one of the very first people to mine on an industrial scale.
Really?
One of the very first. Yeah,
Wow,
I
that's
had
cool.
I had 4 apartments next to each other at the top of a high rise in China.
Oh, that's cool.
And I mean, it was we'd gotten our hands on a lot of HD 6990s. Probably the worst card if you're looking at investing into mining, but at the time it was the most hash power per card by an extreme amount. Dual core GPU cards with these box fans on them, and it was, once you're running them with a little bit of OC and the fans cranked all the way up, it sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
Each one?
Yep.
Oh
and
my
you've
gosh.
got a couple of hundred of those in each room.
Dang.
No, not quite a couple of hundred in each room, because the power wouldn't support that. That was why it was multiple apartments. But
Your neighbors must have hated you.
no, there weren't any.
Oh, there weren't any. Okay, yeah. No, that's perfect.
It was, I rented.
Rented. Damn.
Floor.
That is so cool, Piggy.
I rented the whole floor back then. But I mean, it was yeah, a lot of good stuff happened. I got some 5870s. Those were a generation older, but actually much better efficiency.
I don't even know what that is. Did you know that, Piggy?
AMD HD 5870 were second highest in the AMD GPU lineup in 2009, 2010.
Dang. Does anybody in chat know these GPUs? Ever use those GPUs back in the day? Anybody? Any OGs out there? Not me, right? But
the most efficient ones were the little 5770s. Those were some of the more interesting ones. You could really make decent money with those.
that's cool. So
yeah, it was good fun.
So now, like, fast forward all of that. You still mining? Is it more CPU? Is there any GPU? Is it ASIC? Like, what have you been doing?
I mean, I'm in Malaysia, so I have right now outside, it's, what's it, 33, 34 Celsius, which is something like 108, 110 or something like that.
Yeah, that's up there.
So those are the kind of ambience I deal with. I'm mainly run baby cards, all the little cards. I have P106-90s.
Oh yeah,
which are the baby version of the. It's not actually even the. It's more like a souped up 1050 with a larger mempool on it, or memory card on it. 3 GB cards. Those RX 550s, 1050s, 1050 Ti's, a few P106-100s, and a few 1660s Ti's and
good card.
Supers. Yeah, those are good cards.
Yeah, really good cards. Very efficient.
But I mean, the P106-90s were amazing, though.
So what do you mine with those? Because you said a lot of those were 3 gigs.
At the moment, it's Ubiq, a little bit of Flux,
Nice.
Neocta. What else is there? Yeah.
Avion? You ever mined Avion? I think that doesn't really have a deck.
To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Fair enough.
I went in their chat and told their developers that X16RT was exploitable. Even the variant that they chose, and they now have problems with pools and FPGA miners running mutable time exploits on the X16RT algorithm. The Minotaur X stuff they have is pretty decent, but it's not how I would do it. But I mean, it's still pretty decent. Their GPU mining is a hot mess, unfortunately, because they could actually have put something decent together. They were warned, they were told. I know, I was in their Discord, I told them it was a bad idea.
Did you get banned?
Why? I can't remember, to be perfectly honest.
Fair enough.
Didn't really care particularly at the time.
All right, Piggy, we still got you for Reptorium, man. Listen, I haven't even asked you about the project. What can you tell us? Okay, so we hear about all these coins, right? Either CPU, GPU, whatever. What is Reptorium doing to grow, or what's it have to look forward to, Reptorium?
I mean, we are doing a lot of things. On the technical side, what we're doing is we've taken Dash Code, because they have excellent 51% attack protection, with the nodes signing each block as they come onto the chain. You collateralize each node, meaning you put a certain amount of coins into each node, and then you're permitted to participate in these signing sessions.
Okay.
But it's not like staking. Staking is where you can do any amount of coins. You can also do any amount of coins here, but you have to go through a shared service. We've just put out a new release where we've got futures going live in about 3.5, 4 weeks, something like that. Block 420.
420. Hey, that's great. That's a good enough.
And I mean, we've got those going live, and they will start paying the nodes a transaction fee as well. So the way we've got it structured is basically nodes are getting paid for the services they provide to the network. So it's almost like, I would say it's closer to 2 different forms of proof of work than it is to a proof of work and a proof of stake method.
Okay, I have a question now that you bring that up. So does the nodes and the CPU mining provide the security? Or is like one doing something differently?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
I mean, we've both got the protection from the hash rate in and of itself. We've got unique proof of work, which makes it much harder to 51% attack. It's not quite unique anymore, but the other coins that are using it, they're all forks of our code. There've been quite a few of those so far. I think Rabbit Mining has advertised all of them.
Yeah, Rabbit Mine loves you guys, man. That's how I learned about you.
Yeah.
Good dude. I like that.
Yeah, he is. And so anyway, coming back to how we work. Otherwise, I'll go off on a sidetrack.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we've got the mining going on. We've got the nodes set up. What the nodes are going to be doing is we've got futures transactions, which are time lockable transactions. We've got asset transactions coming up soon, similar to what Raven and Neoxa have, but still different in the type of implementation. They'll be on their own index and on their own, like basically a blockchain is a database.
Okay.
Instead of being together with all the other coins in a single column, they will be in their own column.
Single column versus their own
Yeah.
column. Huh.
Yep. We've got them in their own column because then once we've got all of our features up and running, we can then take those columns and turn them into their own chains. This is simplifying it rather extremely.
Yeah.
But so that one column now becomes its own little blockchain that goes around between the nodes. So on that secondary chain, all futures transactions go in there. On the third chain, all asset transactions go in there. They will then come back and notarize themselves on the main chain, meaning that if somebody wants to attack the blockchain, they would still have to change the main chain, which already has the nodes signing onto it. So that way we can actually throughput a lot more.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is a node and a master node the same? Sorry for my ignorance.
Kind of yes and kind of no. We call ours smart nodes, but we're expanding the otherwise rather passive functionality there is from Dash. I mean, Dash took a great step forward when they released, what's it called? Their version 14, where they went from having a loose master node list, which was exploitable and vectorable, to having a list built into the chain. And they went from having no particular protection other than their hash rate to having all the nodes sign each block as it comes onto the chain, or not really all the nodes, but a group of nodes.
Okay.
Meaning that you have 2 layers of protection already on the first chain. So even if you've got 51% of the hash on Dash, unless you also have 51%, actually more than 50% of the nodes, you need around 70 to be certain percent of the nodes to be certain of having enough members of any given quorum signing at any given time in order to be able to attack the chain. And if you reach that point, it's kind of your coin already, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 70%. That's massive, man. Oh, I like what I'm hearing, though.
It's kind of your coin already then if you get up there. So
when I remember when I was getting into CPU mining last year, I was told from pretty much everybody, like, Intel is not as good. Is that factual? Is there any reason why Intel isn't quite as good as like the AMD side or the Ryzen side?
It depends on a little bit on what you're mining. For example, have you looked at Bamboo?
I have actually never heard of Bamboo. Is that a CPU mineable coin?
That's a new CPU mineable coin. They use something called pufferfish.
I'm gonna write this down.
They work reasonably well on Intel, but something like RandomX or something like the CryptoNote variants, which use a lot of memory alongside each thread, the newer generation AMD chips beat Intel's by a mile because they have more L3 cache per thread, so they can mine much more efficiently.
Okay.
But for things that are more linear and more clock speed dependent, like the Bamboo, some of the newer Intel CPUs can do very well.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I had 11900K I was so excited, and it was not good. So yeah, I got a couple Ryzens, and I was pretty happy with the Ryzen turnout.
Yeah.
You actually had somebody that said they just wanted to give you a shout out. It says Neoxa and Raptorium are my 2 favorite coins. Keep up the good work. Who was it? It was ETHEREXE. I don't know if you know him. ETHEREXE.
Oh, I could. They're.
Maybe you know them. Hey,
I
you never know.
Probably do.
Yeah, you'd have to scroll up a bit, but let me ask you this. I've had a couple cool coins come on, and I like to ask this question: why should someone mine Raptorium over a different coin?
Because we are fairly unique. What we're choosing to do, the way we're choosing to implement things, we're staying away from the whole Web3 scam thing. Web3 is a scam. End of story.
I would love to hear why you think that.
Because it's based on 99% of it is based on a contracting language that isn't out of beta. You see exploits every other day of .finances, every other day of bridge contract exploits, and it's because there isn't a large enough, skilled enough developer pool to work with Solidity. It's as simple as that. That's the cold hard truth of it. A lot of people don't like it. I mean, Ethereum got a lot of momentum going for building these secondary services, but I mean, Web3 is ICO 2.0. ICO craze 2.0. It's not a positive thing.
Have you ever spoken to someone on Flux? I'd love to get you two in a call and talk about it. Like Web3, not
yeah, but
good,
I mean, Daniel agrees with me on most of the principles of what I'm saying. I mean, he thinks it's worth fixing, though, and calling it Web3. But I disagree with that. I think it's tainted beyond repair, and I think it's naive to try.
So, what do you think? Stay on layer 1, layer 2? I mean,
layer 2, or Web 2. I mean, Web 3. The ideal of having things decentralized isn't that you move them onto AWS to run them like what Ethereum have done. I mean, how many people can run a full ETH node now?
Anybody rich in chat watching? Any oil princes? Maybe, I don't know. Not many. Yeah. And that's if they accept you, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Even if you have 32, they might be like, nah, no thanks.
Yeah. But I mean, even just running a full Ethereum wallet, you need terabytes of NVMEs combined with preferably several hundred gigabytes of RAM, combined with high-end Threadripper processors at the minimum, and gigabit plus uplink.
Oh yeah, I have upload 15, maybe 20 at most. I live in the country though, so we have a question for you. Thoughts on shared Raptorium node services?
I mean, the ones we have that are allowed to advertise in the Discord now, we have insisted that they all form a Wyoming LLC. I mean, if somebody's not advertising in the Discord, we haven't checked them out. The ones that are advertising in our Discord, we asked them basically to set up a verifiable LLC to be identifiable. Just because basically, if you go back and look over the last couple of years of shared masternode services, half of them turned into rugs. A couple of them had, what was the service in France? I can't remember its name, but they literally had all of their funds frozen by the government for over a year. And several of the coins on there, listed on there, they collapsed from it because most of their economy just suddenly poof. And it is, they formed LLCs. We know who they are. So go ahead. I have no trust issues with them. We have had people look at their security. The team have helped. ensure that they're set up properly. We can't, of course, guarantee that everybody's going to maintain that, but when they were set up and when we looked at them, they were cool. They had air-gapped wallets, meaning that somebody would need to physically plug a network cable into the computer with the actual wallets on to make payouts every once in a while. And other than that, just not online.
Okay.
And if it's not online, you can't hack it.
Yeah, true. Oh, by the way, I'm so rude. Was I supposed to get anyone on call with us from Raptorium?
Oops.
I don't know. Did I?
I
feel bad if I didn't get them on the call.
We may have forgotten a couple of people.
Who did we forget? Do you know their names? I see iNodes. Is that someone that was coming with you?
And
Jacob.
Paul.
Okay.
Benari.
So I don't see a Paul. We get iNodes in here. I'm so sorry. We were supposed to get him. I apologize.
Nah, it's fine.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? What's up, Piggy?
Going well.
This is one of these shared node providers we were just talking about. I mean, it's speak of the devil, and here he is.
I've heard iNodes. I don't know anything about it. Tell me like I don't know, because I don't.
You've probably heard because of Rabid. Rabid Mining did a couple videos on iNodes. So myself and the dev who works with me, Paratech in Discord, we kind of saw this area of need. I mean, if go back about a year and a half to May of last year, and I was in Discord. I've been in the RTM chat since testnet for a while, back in 2018. And when mainnet launched, there was a need for people who wanted to participate in running nodes, but they didn't have a full node's worth of collateral. So in order to put up a node, you have to have the full collateral amount. And when we started, it was 600,000 per node for RTM. We're up to 1.8 million per node required. Okay. Right, and it's a bit of a hefty sum.
How much is that in USD though?
Right now in USD,
roughly,
a node is about $5,400.
Okay, I mean not Ethereum, at least. You know, that's not like 50 grand. So
right. Well, so in the early days back in May, it became apparent that people wanted to pool together to put up nodes. So a shared node service is basically, think of it like a node pool service. People pool their resources together to build nodes, and then they proportionally share the rewards from those built nodes.
Okay.
So let's say you've got 1 million RTM, a friend has 800,000. You get together, you build a node, and you share the rewards. You get 1 million out of the 1.8 million's worth of rewards. So we built the service, and we take a small fee from the rewards. We don't charge the users up front. That's pretty much how all the shared node services run right now. So we built it so you didn't have to pay anything. You could deposit some funds in, and you could receive a share of the node rewards for helping build more nodes on the network to expand it.
So almost like a pool, kind of.
It's kind of like a staking pool in terms of the way it operates for purposes of the user's experience. You're going to deposit some funds, and you're going to receive rewards just like you would in a staking pool. The difference is you're getting paid because the nodes that you're building are running those chain locks that are protecting against 51% attacks. So you're not validating transactions in terms of what staking is, but you're earning rewards in the same type of fashion for doing a slightly different type of work.
Okay. I mean, it makes it more manageable, right? If you can, how many people could you share it with?
As many as you want, essentially. So we built iNodes where the minimum right now is 500 RTM. So if you have 500 RTM to put in or more, then you can earn rewards from one of the nodes that we put up. And we made it really simple, so you can actually, as a miner, once you get that minimum 500, you can set your mining so that it goes to your deposit address that we track, and your balance instantly increases, and then you earn more rewards over time. So we built it so that you could basically increase the return on your mining or on whatever you're holding while you wait for hopefully development to finish, price to increase along the way, and all those sorts of things.
Okay, yeah, I've definitely heard of it. It makes it more interesting because I obviously don't have, you said 1 million Raptorium?
1.8 for the full
1.8, right? But like, hey, you know, maybe could I get 100 people? Could I get like all my viewers in one? And then we could put up that 1.8 collateral?
So the way we built iNodes, it doesn't. You don't have to get people together on your own to build a node. You just, as an individual, whatever you put in, we'll put that into the next node with everybody else who's adding to it. So you don't even have to think about it or worry about it.
Okay, now I get it. That actually makes it way cool. I don't even have to know little Timmy out there.
You
know?
don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to build the node on your own at all.
That's cool.
That's cool. We've got iNodes, we have Sully nodes, and we have Raptor nodes. So I'll be fair, and I'll shout out the other two services as well. iNodes was the first one, so we kind of had the first mover advantage, to be fair, and that's why we run the most now. But Raptor nodes and Sully nodes both have spent time building their services. They have a different look and a feel to them, and the fees are slightly different. iNodes had to go with a slightly higher fee. Because we were putting in dedicated servers and kind of expanding with the hardware end of things in the data center. But Sully Nodes is currently cheaper. He's down at 6%. We're at 8.5%. But again, we take that out of the rewards. We don't charge you directly. So I'll give you a really basic example.
One second. Is it Paul?
Yeah.
Paul, we're getting in here?
Oh, get Paul in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stop yakking.
Yeah, go ahead.
How you doing, guys? You all right?
What's up,
What's
dude?
up, Benari?
I'm good, thank you.
Introduce
How are you all?
yourself. What's going on, Paul?
My name's Paul Mills, also known as Binary. I am head of marketing and strategy at Raptorium Core.
Cool, man. Nice to meet you. DJ Mine's head of household. How's it going?
All right.
I'm good.
So,
yeah.
what can all of you tell me? I asked the same question to Piggy. Why should somebody check out Raptorium?
Because it's one of the most innovative projects out there. I mean, at protocol level, there's not a lot of coins with futures. And the ones that there are, they tend to be time lock transactions for staking. So we're doing something very much differently already. And people should look this way.
Right on. You know what? I like you guys, man. I have a CPU mining rig over there. I need to turn it back on. I'm going to do that. We're going to get back on Raptorium. All my GPUs are turned off right now. It's too expensive for me right now, 15 cents a kilowatt. But hey, I mean, how much do you think a CPU rig's running? Like 150 watts? I don't know, 30?
It should, with tweaking, be running at around 100 watts.
Okay, yeah, no, I could spare that. We'll be okay.
That's no, but I mean that's 3900 or a 5900, 5950.
Yeah, I got 5900.
And
yeah.
50. Ooh.
But
you might actually that should get you around 3.4 kilohash.
okay,
Which is okay. That's
good.
not too bad. That is green.
Hey, we'll take it because I'm red everywhere on all the coins right now at the current moment for GPUs. So hopefully that gets better. But hey, now would y'all recommend, like, as a GPU miner, to also, you know, I don't know if you would lose any hash on your GPUs if you also CPU mine at the same time, or
It depends on the setup.
okay.
I mean, if you're buying super cheap boards like Octominer or some of the even cheaper 8 to 12 GPU boards from China, I wouldn't recommend touching it. Not with a 10-foot pole.
You said no
because the
Octominer?
CPUs
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
the CPUs on them are just too dinky. But for example, BioStar put out a decent LGA 1551 socketed motherboard with 8 slots on it. They also put out a version with 12. It's a bit harder to get though. It's not always in the retail markets, but with AM4 sockets where you can stick Threadrippers on.
Be cool.
Yeah,
Bunch of those.
and I mean the alternative, which can do quite well, is to get stuff like X99 motherboards from China. A lot of those run very well, and you can get you can get a decent CPU. It won't mine RTM or Monero at top efficiency, but it'll mine everything else.
Okay.
Like older generation Xeon CPUs, but the cost of those is very low. You can get like 12 core, 24 thread, 2678 V3 for $50 to $70.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad, no. And I mean, that will do about the same as a 3600X in terms of hash rate. But at the same time, it will have the server number of PCIe lanes, so you can hook any number of GPUs into it and it won't lose anything.
Can I show you my motherboard? Tell me if it's good. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is a different rig, but
Uh-oh, here we go.
This is one of the ones that I made last year. And I think it was Chump Change that recommended this. It's like a B450 Gaming Plus Max. I don't know. Is this any good?
I believe that is an AM4 socket with 3 X16 slots on the board.
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, I think it was
Two-
$100 or something like that. Is that decent for people? Or
That's excellent.
It'll
okay.
get the job done for sure.
Oh yeah, man.
It'll get the job done for sure. I mean, the whole idea behind the ones from China is that if you get the right CPUs, you can really save on RAM. You can save on everything. I mean, I've got a couple of rigs with 256 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM.
Is it working well?
It works perfectly.
Oh, okay.
It,
What's the most important part? Is it like CPUs, like 90% of it, and then the type of RAMs equally important, or how's that work?
it's to match the right cooler to what you're running.
Okay.
The right cooling solution to what you're running. Many of the server motherboards have incredibly solid components, which is why I personally like them. The B450 series you just showed us is the level up where it's got okay VRAM cooling on the motherboard, but some of the slightly cheaper ITX motherboards or smaller ATX motherboards for the Threadripper chips, they have very bad VRAM cooling. So you put your CPU on there, you put a nice cooler on it, and you don't understand why it keeps crashing. That's actually because one of the components on the motherboard is overheating.
I never would have thought of that. I never would have thought of that. So far, I haven't had that problem, though.
No, but with the one you've got there, it's got quality VRAM cooling on it, which is...
Mine RTM.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I could not help myself. I had to go there.
Get that on his shirt.
Okay, yeah. I can talk geek for... yeah.
Anybody else? What can you tell me about Raptorium? What can you tell the people about Raptorium?
The one thing I didn't cover is we are going to add smart contracting, but not using Solidity or anything from Ethereum. We're looking at, do you know Apache?
I don't.
Have you ever set up your own website, like from the ground up?
No. I set up my own Shopify store. That doesn't count for anything.
It depends on what you installed it on top of.
Oh, yeah.
Apache build most of the stuff that the internet runs on.
Oh, God. I feel dumb now. Did you guys know Paul and Vibin? Did you know that?
Yeah. Well, I need to know that.
Did you know it, Vibin?
A little bit. little bit.
Okay, all right. You know what?
I did know.
Turn the show off.
Okay.
Turn the show off. Okay, all right.
But we've been around RTF forever. Too,
Okay,
so.
yeah, fair enough.
Okay, but I mean, Apache have a good VM solution that's tested. It's worked on. It supports a multitude of common programming languages. Java, Python, R in the base form.
Scala.
Yeah, Scala as well. I mean, R is usually used for statistical analysis, but you can program a smart contract in it.
Okay.
If you want to. The same goes for Java, same goes for Python. What's good about it, there are, of course, once we get started, going to be some exploits, and people are going to find some holes to poke in it, but it's going to be to a much lesser degree than what we've seen with Solidity and Ethereum. I mean, just the original DAO attack on Ethereum that led to the fork to Ethereum Classic, that on its own should basically have disqualified their whole way of doing things.
Now they have ETHW, or ETH proof of work. And then they have like 10 of these ETH, what, I don't even know what, all these forks, man.
I mean, I mine ETC. I like ETC.
Yeah. On GPUs?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that'd be difficult, wouldn't it be? I feel like right now it's tough with all the ASICs.
I mean, I've got them running with LOL Miner and the snail mode on the P106-90s because the DAG just went back over 3 GB. Once it hits around 3.2, I'll stop with them. They get 25 mega hash for 60 watts when tweaked.
Okay. Hey,
that's pretty
good.
damn good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty solid, man.
It's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all. And I mean, I bought them for nothing.
Did you buy them in the last bear market?
I bought them after the Ethereum DAG went over 3 GB and they were being dumped all over because Bitcoin Gold was dumping.
Right on.
So I paid $50 for them.
Tell me more. Okay, question for y'all. Sorry to cut you off again, Piggy.
No. Anytime, man.
Paul and did I say Vibin? Do you want me to call you Vibin?
Vibin, yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
My name's Mike. You can call me Mike too. I should have put it in the little thing there.
I'll probably forget. We'll call you Vibin. I'll forget, man. Yeah. Please, this guy keeps saying, please enable subtitles, man. I don't know how to do that, man. Listen, we just hit live and we go. All right. What was I going to say? Raptorium. So do more users run nodes with Raptorium, or is it more CPU mining, you would say?
I think it's a mixture of both, really. We've got nearly 700 nodes on the network right now. And we have a huge amount of CPU miners. I mean, if you look on Hiveos, we're one of the most trending algorithms on there. If you go on minerstat.com, we're trending on there. We're usually on the top 10. And hopefully soon we're gonna catch up on the nodes section on that site as well. So I'll be trending in 2 sections.
Rabbit's here.
Rabbit Miners here. Yep.
Rabbit,
hey,
you want to get in on this?
Out.
You don't need a webcam. We'll make an exception for you, Rabbit, if you want to. Come on, man. Rabbit. We got Raptorium out here. Everybody loves Rabbit. 22 in chat if you love Raptorium and if you love Rabbit. Let's hear it. All right.
All the miners know Rabbit.
Everybody knows Rabbit. Good dude, man.
While he's coming in, I'll piggyback off of Paul over there, and I can tell you that iNodes is creeping up on about 12,000 individual users. So there's definitely a lot of people participating in the shared nodes as well. I know Sully nodes is growing. There's quite a chunk of people over on Raptor nodes. So between the 3 services, I would say it's pretty big. It's growing every month. We're getting more people and more nodes. So
hey, congrats, man! 12,000. Good for you.
We haven't even mentioned.
Can't complain.
We haven't even mentioned Raptor Hash.
What's that?
Yeah, Raptor Hash. Oh,
what's that?
Come on.
Excuse my ignorance, guys.
No, you're good.
No,
it's relatively new. They ran it just a month or 2 ago now.
Yeah,
it's been beta testing for about 6 weeks.
Yeah. I'll let you go, Benar. You tell him what it is.
Well, I think I'm going to pass it to Piggy because he's more technical than me.
Okay.
But it's generally you can mine other algorithms. It'll profit switch them on exchanges, get paid in Raptorium, just like what Monero Ocean is doing. They're gaining momentum. They did 100,000 the other day in mining for Raptorium, which is direct purchases on the exchanges. So they're doing some good things.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
I mean, it means we
cool.
can point ETC GPUs at Raptor Hash, but get paid in RTM.
At Raptor Hash. So Raptor Hash, is that still Raptorium?
It's a community project. I mean, most of the projects really are community projects. We just worry about providing the rails for them.
Yeah. So
iNodes is a community project.
Yep.
Cool.
We started. I was just a user in the community. I'd been there early on and saw a need and filled that gap. So definitely.
That's really cool. I respect that, man. I like that you guys build like a ecosystem.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Rapid, are you coming in, buddy?
Somebody asked in your chat, what's the percent supply that's locked up in nodes right now? And currently, I can tell you it's 63.3% of the circulating supply of RTM is locked into nodes.
Cool. Wow, 63.3. Okay.
Yeah.
It's good to know. So I have, I think a little over 1,000 Raptorium. To be honest with you, I have a rig getting hosted at my friend for like the last, I don't know, 6-7 months, something like that. And the whole time he asked me when I first sent it, he's like, hey, dude, do you want to set up Raptorium? I was like, I don't know how. He's like, give me your address. And then, I looked the other day and I was like, oh, man, I forgot about that. So, actually, I've been
there you go.
going, I don't want to say heavy, but I've been actively Raptorium for like the last 6-7 months. So, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Brandon Coin.
Support.
You know Brandon Coin. Shout out to Brandon Coin.
Yeah.
Let's see what he has to say. I love him.
I do know Brandon Coin.
He says, I left my CPUs on my GPUs mining rigs mining RTM. Love how it mines more stable than XMR on small CPUs. Appreciate the support, Brandon Coin. I'm going to give you a Hadouken.
Nice shout out.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, Brandon Coin was doing great, man. When's the next CPU video, Brandon? So Ethereum merge, how has that affected Raptorium, if at all?
I think we're getting more people in.
Yeah.
But Paul is more the person to answer that. It feels like more people.
Yeah. Our social media is picking up. Our Discord was dropping due on the bear market, but we did manage to keep it at that 11,500 range. We only lost about 1,000. But we've leveled off now, and we're starting to get some of the, especially some of the original old members that were in the chat. They're all coming back now because they're seeing that we're actually doing something. I know a lot of people have been waiting such a long time for us to release something, but we were really focused on security in the code and generally a good code base to release to the public, and that's why we took so long to originally release the project. I mean, we started in 2018. We spent a very long time in testing various iterations of chains and things like that to see what would work best. We even advised Ravencoin on their chain as we'd found some issues with that. So we went with the direction that we went with, and it seems to be going extremely well so far.
Congrats, man. Yeah, that's good, especially during a bear market. Brandon Coin replies, next CPU video is in 6.9 days. So we're going to hold you to that. That's less than a week. All right. Any final thoughts for Raptorium? Tell me good things.
Questions, comments,
question, comment. Anybody in chat, please, at DJ Waters, do you have any questions for Raptorium? I love what they're doing. That's pretty awesome, man. I'm definitely going to get this CPU rig back on, man. It's just been sitting there. And I think this is a good opportunity, right? Because most people, or at least a lot of people, are in a very similar situation to me. We're like, wow, it's getting wild. Things aren't profitable. We're starting to look at other options. So for me, absolutely, I think CPU mining is at least something that should be considered.
Let's see. Someone said,
Oh my God, this
why
guy.
why did the RTM devs dox themselves? Why did you guys show your faces?
Well, I mean, some of us have been public for a very, very long time.
Yep.
Just not always advertised it.
Or if you feel like I forced you to show your face, I would have let you on without that for the VIP. Okay.
I mean, also we're not inherently a privacy coin. We just have a switching feature in the wallet to mix a transaction. But inherently, we're not a privacy coin. We have nothing to hide. We don't mind doxing ourselves. We're literally building tools for the next generation of developers to use, and not only that, literally allowing businesses coded in languages such as Java and Python to transition over to blockchain technology in the most easiest route, which will be Raptorium.
We do have another question from Swin Y. I feel doing CPU mining is a bit dumb. I feel you guys could grow so much more if you went GPU. I very strongly disagree. What we want to avoid is ASICs and FPGAs. In order to avoid ASICs and FPGAs, you need to basically do some things that make you inherently hard to mine on a GPU. Even stuff like Kapow and ProgPow and its variants. I mean, their inventors have been out and said that they're happy to consult on ASIC production.
Technically, you can mine RTM on a GPU. It's just not very efficient, and it's because of the way the algorithm is designed. It's designed to favor CPUs on purpose to make it resistant to those FPGAs and those ASIC designs.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
I mean, it also means that some of the people we have are from all over. We've got probably one of the most diverse communities, and I mean that in a real positive sense, not as some shit woke excuse for basically closet racism, which is what most woke people produce. We had kids in Chile who set up a couple of solar panels with some broken server hardware. They now have power in their village because of what they made off of mining RTM. We've got all kinds of weird stories like that coming in from all over. Let me see if I can, just a second. We've got one statistic we are incredibly proud of, which is a bit unusual. All of you know, if you go to Discord and you go to Server Insights and it takes you online, you have to have admin permissions on. But so here, let me see if I can't share my screen with this. Share screen. Okay. Yep. That should be my screen.
Can y'all see it? I don't see it.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's because of I don't even remember what this website is I'm using. maybe that's why. I guess it'd have to take
StreamYard.
StreamYard.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it in the bottom right next to bottom left corner next to my own mini thing down there.
Oh, see, you just taught me how to use this before I knew how to use this. That's cool. That's really cool.
Yep. Okay. So, okay, is mine going out?
No, I see it. I saw it.
Okay. Okay, we've got here which countries are my members from? And you can see that we have a big, fat leader position called Other.
Yeah, that's almost half. Wow.
That is, yeah, that's means people are dispersed all over. 22% US, 8% Russians, 7% French, Canada 6%, 4% UK, Germany 3%, Oz 3%, and now it gets really surprising. 2% Poland and 2% Argentina. And then we start going into the stories like the story in Chile. We start going into basically the same kind of story about a couple of Kenyan kids renting data centers in China while they were studying there, helping fund their studies doing that.
Yeah.
This is a real example of what it means to be diverse. And it's something that basically I'm personally very proud of.
Congrats, man. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never seen a statistic like that from a coin. That's pretty cool.
I mean, the first video coverage of RTM on YouTube was from Brazil.
Brazil,
of all places. It's yeah, I'll stop sharing. I mean, it's kind of a thing that we've kept building on very hard to be everywhere. We've got Twitter teams for how many countries now, Paul?
We've got 21. We propel into 21 languages. We have Twitter teams around 15 or 16 now.
Congrats. That's a lot. That's a lot of different countries.
Yeah, I mean, it helps just get the content straight out there, translated properly. You know, as soon as we shoot it into marketing, it's out generally within half hour everywhere. So it has helped us gain a lot of eyes, that's for sure. Dwight Volbrecht in the chat's message, what 5 qualities of the Raptorium project taken together really ought to propel it to top 50 coin status someday? Well, we're one of the top trending algorithms in the world. We've got one of the largest aspirations of in goals of pretty much any chain out there. We have a huge and active community that has been shown throughout the deepest, darkest depths of a bear market that it's active and it's keen. We're doing brand new things that no other chain's doing. And finally, I think we have the team that's capable to do it.
Right on. What would be the number one thing that y'all are doing unique or differently? Just think of one.
I know what I would say, but I want to hear what Piggy says.
That we're being honestly egalitarian.
That's a good response. I was actually just in the chat talking about someone was saying, well, why not GPU? Because one CPU doesn't equal one vote. And my response was, it's not about one CPU equaling one vote. It's about ASICs and FPGAs efficiencies not outpricing the common person, not making it pointless for us to try to mine. I mean, try and go mine Bitcoin with your computer right now and find out what happens. I mean,
it won't work
with RTM. You know, if you have a regular AMD or Intel CPU that's decent, you can mine it and it's reasonable. It's not pricing the average person out. So egalitarian, I think, is a really good adjective for that.
I mean, and we're being honest about it by trying to avoid FPGAs, ASICs. We don't have anything against GPU mining. It's just that from a technical side of it, it's hard to do and discourage FPGA and ASIC mining at the same time.
Yeah.
There are bit streams available for ETHAsh. There are bit streams available for Kapao. There are bit streams available for ProgPow. And we would prefer to stay well clear of that for as long as possible.
I respect
we do
that.
have, we do have plans for. Yeah, but I mean, it limits the way growth via participation, because once they start to become a major factor, growth can only happen by people buying in, not by participating, not by going out and hacking up. Hey, I managed to, oh, the office is changing all their PCs. I can get all the junkers for blah, and I'm going to go and get 3 washing machine engines and turn the local stream into a mini hydro. But you can, as we run now.
Yeah, that's cool. Older hardware, you know?
Yeah, but older hardware, newer hardware. It's about being open to participation, and the more open to participation we are, basically the more we can grow. And I don't see any sane arguments for limiting growth.
Hey, that's a good answer, man. Gentlemen, I gotta keep it moving. Raptorium.
Yep.
I really appreciate y'all giving me the time, coming on the show, man. That was freaking awesome. Hit me up. Want to come in next Friday at all? Hit me up. Let me know. Love to hear more about Raptorium. And any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. And I mean, we're always happy to come and talk about the project. Anytime. Happy to take questions.
Yeah. Stick in the chat.
Don't need to hide anything. There's nothing to hide. Nothing we won't answer. Nothing we won't discuss.
Thank you. And yeah, feel free, share y'all's Twitter, Discord, whatever it is with the people. Not in this chat, but like the actual YouTube chat. Yeah, like feel free, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank
Take care.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to. Let me remember how to boot or kick. Thank you, Piggy.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, have fun.
All right, I use the bathroom real quick, chat. That was cool. That was cool. I want to be clear. Nothing in this video is sponsored. I have no affiliation with anyone. This is literally, they said. Well, actually, I invited them to come on the show because I like hearing this kind of stuff, man. And for me, I always ask myself, like, what do I want to see as a viewer? I want to hear from a lot of these projects, man. I want to hear from all the projects, and anything that's mineable, like, I am a supporter of, as long as obviously it's not a scam, and Raptorium's obviously not a scam. Like, I'm totally open to it, man. Like, I want to hear from Raptorium and your Flux and your Ergo, which we've heard from. I want to hear from Cadena. I want to hear from I don't know, Neoxa, right? Like, I want to hear about this, and I feel like anything that's mineable, it's not a scam, deserves some spotlight. And for me, it's very interesting, and I hope that's really interesting for all of you, man. So now we're gonna get into the viewer call-in. Let me just random people calling in. Thank you again, Raptorium. That was awesome. No joke. I actually am going to get a CPU mining rig up this weekend. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've been thinking about. Like, obviously GPU mining at this moment is tough, man. It's it's rough, right? It's rough. Yeah, thanks. I know. Thanks for coming in, man. It's rough right now, so I'm looking at, like, what can I get going that could be still profitable, that's inexpensive, that even if the coin didn't necessarily appreciate at that moment, a lot of these smaller coins is really interesting for me. Well, here we go. CPUs for life. Yeah, I'll get a rig up. Worst case scenario, I burn 100 watts or something a day, 120 watts a day. And you never know, man. So I think that's really interesting. I think it's really cool, guys. We'll get the viewer call in. Feel free to call in. Thank you again, guys. That was awesome for you calling in. Viewer call in. Must have webcam. No politics. No government talk. I don't mind. Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, not deep government or political stuff, but there's nothing wrong with, like, mentioning it in the sense of crypto. Just gonna use the bathroom real quick, and 3 to 5 minutes a person, unless you're like a VIP. Obviously, we're gonna give you a much longer period of time to talk. I love every single one of you. Give me 2 seconds. I want to hear from new people. Let's talk about. Actually, the next thing I'd really like to talk about with the viewers is EVGA. EVGA is a really big one, and it affects me personally on a personal level. I'll talk about that in just a moment. I'd love to talk to a lot of you about EVGA and specifically the Ethereum merge, and then also some altcoins. I guess everything's an altcoin right now. So let's talk about those 3 topics next. And let me use the bathroom real quick. Don't change that dial.
Dr. Cal.
Hey, and just in case you guys weren't there for the very beginning of when like Piggy came in, that was cool, bro. Like talking to all 3 of them was cool, but like talking to Piggy was, especially in the beginning, was really interesting for me because he said he's been mining since the beginning. Holy crap! Go have a look at the difficulty of Ergo. It just changed. My 5 gigahash farm is making 0.6 coins a day. Oh wow, really? Yeah. You know what? That's something we haven't done today. We haven't looked at profitability, or I'm sorry, hash rate at all, have we? Give me a second, chat. I think, yeah, we should probably look that up, huh? We haven't looked at that at all. Yeah, like I said, I had to turn off everything today, man, except for a couple rigs that I had going at other people's houses that have significantly cheaper. Ergo, is this accurate? 137 terahash. That went down a lot yesterday when I was before I went to work. I think it was in this range, 200 range, 250 range. Then when I got home, I believe it was like 400 and something. I was like, okay, time to shut off the rigs for a while. Oh yeah, well, I guess the price has to appreciate as well, right? So it's at 440, which isn't, you know, that's pretty good, man. 440 a coin, still pretty solid. All right, so Ergos has definitely come down since yesterday. Flux, this is one that we really like, or a lot of miners have been talking about. Difficulty takes about 1.5 days to adjust. Yeah, fair enough. Well, who was it? Was it Ergo or Flux that said it actually only takes a block? One of them came into the show and said, I forget, it was either Ergo or Flux. One of them was like, nope, it's almost instant. Or a block, or, you know. So, all right, Flux. Wow, yeah, Flux has been going up for sure. Absolutely. Go look at Ergo difficulty. Okay, you want to look at, oh, you want to look at difficulty, sorry. You don't have to keep typing in capitals, Swiney. I can read. Yep. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god, I didn't even look at that, did I? Oh baby. Yeah, that's damn. That's rough, man. So merge was what, right here? Ish. We're in here. It was just 3.42 petahash. Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah. That's pretty wild, man. Yeah, that's... Yeah. That's rough. That's rough for sure. What else do we look at, chat? Real quick before we take the next caller. Neoxa. Look at Neoxa. It's pretty cool that, like, Neoxa has come so far, you know? Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so excited to talk about this next thing. Neoxa. Speaking of Neoxa, big announcement. Again, nothing is sponsored in this video. I have no affiliation with Neoxa as well. Neoxa just announced something big to me. Maybe not to you. Maybe not to you. To me. They actually announced that they're going to have Grand Theft Auto 5 server, roleplay server. I believe it's a roleplay server. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am excited about that. I'm excited because I really like GTA 5. On my other channel, my Twitch DJ Waters 22, which I don't really use anymore. I'm a partnered streamer over there. My contract's gonna end with Twitch pretty soon. I haven't streamed. It's a 2-year contract. I haven't streamed in like 10 months, dude, which is bad. It's actually really bad. But anyways, I used to stream a lot of GTA. I'm pretty decent, I would say, at GTA, and I'm pretty decent at roleplay. So, man, that's gonna be a big one for me. I am so sorry. Jacob, you've been waiting a while. Are you ready, Jacob? All right, Jacob looks like he's ready. Jacob, it's your time to shine. Let's see what you got, buddy. Jacob,
Hey,
you've been waiting a long time, buddy. How you doing?
pretty good.
Thank you for waiting, man. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah. Solid, bro. You sound good.
So I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Oh, Orlando. My parents don't live super far from that. Right on, dude.
Yeah. So I actually had a couple questions for you. Although when you guys were talking about GPUs, I pulled this out of the retired area. When you were talking about GPUs, my first real
10-7? What is that?
it's
Try and turn my head
it's
sideways with it.
the HIS AMD 7870
Oh, I was way
overclock.
off. Oh my god. I don't know what I was
That's
thinking.
from 2011.
That's cool, dude. Can you zoom that in? Wow. I've never seen that. That is cool. And look at the craftsmanship on GPUs back then, eh?
Yeah, I used to like this one because it kind of sucks air in from the top and the bottom of the blower style and then exits out the back.
The
So
top
that your
and the
heat
bottom.
never really goes into your case, but it doesn't cool nearly as efficiently as an open air, so didn't really work as
That's a cool
But yeah.
trophy though, dude.
Yeah, when you guys were talking about older GPUs, it was giving me kind of memories on kind of how they used to be 10 years ago, which makes me feel old, but
Dude, that's cool. So did you ever mine on that or?
no, I wasn't able to. It's only got 2 gigs of RAM and
Okay.
didn't get into that till early 2017, but
I
so
think I know Piggy says he's not a fan of Avion. I don't I have a friend that's into Avion, but I believe you can do it with 2 gigs of VRAM on Avion if you ever.
yeah, I've never even tried.
Yeah. I think it's AV. What is it? AVION? I don't remember. And Rabbit is saying Ryo. Is that how you say it? Ryo? No. Yeah, that's cool, dude. So how is the Ethereum merge going for you? Have you heard about EVGA's announcement?
Yeah, I pulled this out too.
Nice.
I just got a few brand new 3080 Ti's a couple weeks ago for like a bundle with a 1600 watt power supply and some other things for like about $1,000. But yeah, I pretty much I got about 10 GPUs and almost everything else I have is ASICs. So I pretty much just turned off my GPUs temporarily. I got a high power cost too, about 16 cents.
Yeah,
So
sucks for us, man.
I'm thinking about that's actually one thing I wanted to ask your opinion of. I was looking into buying another property with cheaper power. So I'm pretty much turning a lot of things off except my most efficient ASICs and then taking the rest of my money. I'm going to try to upgrade infrastructure first so that when things do get crazy, then I can turn everything on. You know what I mean?
So what are you wondering? Like, what's your question?
So I'm actually I found a 5,000 square foot commercial property with 9-cent kilowatt hour rate, like 2 or 3 states away, and needs some upgrades, but it has grants that help the upgrades for the commercial property. So I guess I wanted to ask your opinion on what do you think about remote mining? Like if you installed, like I got PDUs that you can switch remotely using software like remote support software like say TeamViewer, you can do that, or proprietary software where you hook up the Ethernet directly into the PDU, and you can also get sub panels that you can connect to the internet. May not necessarily be the best politically for houses, but for mining I think it would be great for control. So like if you're away and you have an issue and let's say all your systems went offline and you're like, oh no, did my house blow up or my building blow up? You can just go in and put the breakers so you know that you can go monitor. What do you think of that kind of thing?
Okay, so I know where Orlando is roughly. It's like in the middle of Florida, right? So 2 states over. How far of a travel is that? That sounds like it's pretty far.
It's about 9-hour drive, Southern Virginia, North Carolina.
Oh God. Bro, that's far. Oh man, that's. I mean, I can't give you financial advice, right? Because I'm just like a random dude on YouTube and I don't know what I'm talking about. If it were me, I don't know, man. That's pretty far. I probably wouldn't, and especially at 9 cents, like it's. I don't feel like 9 cents is good enough for that hassle. You know, like 9 cents is cool. I'm not saying it's like awful, but
yeah,
at that scale, at that distance, I don't know, man. Like I remember watching BBT. You know, Bits Be Trippin', right? OG.
yeah.
I mean, he's paying what 6 cents at his older place, I believe it was, and he felt like on a larger scale that was too expensive for the bear markets. So I mean, I can only go off of like, you know, what the larger people are thinking. So yeah, I don't feel like 9 cents would, for me in my situation, would be enough, especially to the distance, bro.
Yeah, I actually have some family about 2 hours away in Northern Virginia, but if I did it, I'd probably end up hiring someone on call where I pay them so much if they need to be there on call to manage it or whatnot. But then again, that's also, it's hard to find someone that you can trust that's not going to rob you. So
Absolutely. And yeah, and like hiring somebody, bro, like nobody's gonna work for super cheap. Let's just call it, you find somebody for 25 grand a year. That's a huge expense, man. And what if you know, mining isn't even super profitable? Because if you look it up on what to mine, I mean, who knows what it's gonna be in the future, obviously. And what to mine's not the best source. But if you're losing money, plus this guy still needs his salary, plus rent, or if I don't know if you're gonna pay rent, you know, all the other things. I don't know, man. Do what's best for you, but sounds rough.
I heard a lot of people say rent out, like get a lease with like a warehouse or something, but those leases are so expensive.
Yeah.
Like the building that I found, I mean, it's like half the value. I just bought a house 2 years ago. It's half the value of my house. So I'm like, that's really, in Central Florida, the properties are easily, like, it's hard to find a industrial property under 7 figures. And I'm like, I can go out and buy a property 7 figures, but I can buy one, I think it was like 200. And I was like, that's not that bad. But then again, if I bought it and then it didn't work out, then, you know, that's money you could put somewhere else. So
yeah, so it's like 200K, which sounds kind of cheap for a building, but let's just say you can get one for 200K, right? 200K for that. Then you got to buy enough machines to even compensate for that amount, right? Like, I mean, you got to spend hundreds of thousands, if not $500,000 in addition to that to even get the equipment. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really expensive, bro.
I'm doing research right now, trying to figure out the power requirements of that building. Because, I mean, even my power company here, they won't tell me nothing about anything else. So my account's residential. So if I ask something about commercial, they're like, oh, we're not going to talk about that. And I'm like, how am I? They're like, you need to own this property before we talk about it. And I'm like, so I'll go buy a $7 million property and then not know what's, you know what I mean? So, but the company up there is working with me. They've answered a lot of questions, but I got to actually go in to see actually what's in and everything. I mean, I just in the starting phases of it, so I haven't like committed to anything. Still looking at all the different things that are available. But
I'm just guessing again, dude. I'm not like an expert in any of this. I'm just assuming here, especially in this economy, it's hard to get a halfway decent electric rate in a lot of these places because the economy is so bad that the delivery cost has gone up, right? And I'm just assuming here, making an educated guess, that a lot of these places that have good power, they got locked in prior, so maybe they paid like a couple years in advance for a certain rate, right? And they're getting through this market because they took that leap early on. But again, I don't know. It depends state by state, depends city by city. You know what I mean? But
they're a much smaller city. It's not a city that people really just travel to and go to something crazy. It's more like about maybe 45 minutes out of a major city of Virginia. So it wouldn't have like an enormous amount of traffic or public eye, really, even though that it's right outside of downtown. I mean, there's only like 5,000 people, I think, that has said Census Bureau is in the city. So, but they're trying to get newer businesses in, so they're getting a lot of grants, like to upgrade. If you spend over $100,000 in renovations, they'll give you a 20% grant on that. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty steep. And then what I'm trying to figure out is, if I installed solar, could I get the 30% devalue the value of the solar against the company, the LLC, and get the 20%. I'm trying to contact the city and see if they'll do that, because that would pay for like half the solar panels.
That's cool.
But
I don't know
I'm
much
sure
about solar. I don't have solar. I know that you need a lot of panels.
Yeah. So
I mean, do you have that kind of money, bro? We're talking panels. We're talking a building. We're talking the GPUs or ASICs. We're talking. Whew, the electric that's coming in, that bill's coming in. You got to pay it either way. You know what I mean? Do you have that much money just sitting around? Maybe you do. I don't know. You don't have to answer. Just think about it.
Yes, for the building, but wouldn't necessarily be like all out where you acquire the building and in 6 weeks I'm gonna have solar and gonna have 100, S19 Pros, and it would definitely be a multi-year process. So, but I also looked at empty lots, figuring out how much it would cost to build your own setup, starting smaller, and then you could. One of my other ideas was getting a cheap lot in a good area, and then I can design whatever I want to design as big as I want to design it, and then if I design something smaller, and add onto it later because it'll be my property. But yeah, so I'm dreaming up on some things. Hopefully something I'll be able to build something in the next 2 to 3 years, because I think it's I definitely think we have time to slow down and make sure we make the right decisions instead of just FOMOing in and just throwing all these machines in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I hear that, man. And have you seen there's a Voscoin video where this guy had a really big solar panel thing. You know what I'm talking about? It's like an older gentleman, and it was like, I mean, a large amount of solar panels. Do you know what I'm talking about for a Voscoin interview?
I remember there was a solar mining farm, and they had a whole bunch of panels out there linked to either different containers or their building. And I haven't seen it in a while, but I'm thinking if I remember right, they pulled from the grid, but they also did solar energy during the day so that they could keep them running at night without battery stations, I think.
Maybe it was the same one. I'm not sure, but I remember that guy, even with that amount of solar. I mean, it was huge, bro, and he spent like $30,000-$40,000. It was a lot of money, huge investment, and even he was saying like his solar doesn't even pay for it all. Yeah, so it's like mining's tough. And then I watched Chump Change, obviously on a smaller scale of the solar part, but he said like that's not paying for everything, right? And there's only certain times of the day it's better, and he's I don't know. You'd have to really research that. I don't know too much about solar.
It depends upon where you live, and like here in Florida, we obviously get really good performance on the panels. I'm actually about to install solar on my house next year, but the research that I've done on the panels that I got quotes for, it may only run one 3,000 watt ASIC miner for $60,000 in panels. So I think it may actually been 45. Yeah, actually, I'm sorry. It may have been 4,500 watts. I don't know. I've been getting a lot of quotes, so there's a lot of numbers. But it may have been 4,500 watts I could get running, plus some of the things in my house for like $60,000, and then you get the 30% tax credit on that. So I would really be putting solar in, like say for my house, I would be doing that for a personal add-in that I would use for mining, not necessarily just putting out all this money for just straight business. Then if I stopped mining, I would have enough panels on my house. I can run my house and do whatever I want. Yeah. It wouldn't go to waste.
Yeah. So for your house is a different story, right? Like, I think that's a great thing. I think, I mean, I would if this was like my forever home that I knew for a fact that I was going to live in. With my job, I have to move every like couple of years. But yeah, for my house, absolutely. For crypto mining, I don't know, man. That's 24/7. Those babies need power, right?
Yeah.
And so if the sun's not producing that amount of power, or it's not all usable, God, that's tough, man. Crypto mining's a tough one with solar. Yeah.
I got a lot of other, for crypto mining, purely crypto mining finances, I got a lot of things in front of solar, because solar can, no matter how much money you have, in my perspective, something like solar right now, it can just burn up your capital extremely fast.
Yeah.
So, but
and you never know, mining could become illegal in 5 years. Hopefully, I don't think it will, but you never know. And then you're like, oh shit, I just spent $40,000 on these solar panels. Well, that's awesome. I don't know. That's worst case scenario, but I guess that's how my brain works. It's like I try to think about like what is the worst thing that could happen to me.
And now I got to build a basement and hide all my machines down there with a ventilation system that looks like a chimney. No, I'm
Any final thoughts, bro? I got to get the next one.
Actually, I had so you know those flags that you guys sell, or Red Panda Mining sells?
Yeah, well,
Like
we don't personally sell them, but yes, Crypty does. Yep, shout out to Crypty.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if I actually got one from RPM. I was just curious if any of
Nice.
the other YouTubers you know do that, or do you think that was just a one-time promotion from RPM?
No. So I was actually I think I was the first one to get the banner. Yeah, I think I was the first one to get the banner, and then no, so RPM's was just a 1 month one, and actually I got his made for him. Actually, funny you say that. I got his made for him, sent it to him. And then, yeah, there's the link if anybody wants to. But yeah, there's so many people on it now. It's like the Hobbyist Miner, myself, Chump Change. Like I said, Red Panda's not for sale anymore. New England Crypto, Mining Office. There's a whole bunch. There's like 12 of us. Max Voltage, all types of people on there now. I think of the Mining King and Hot Crypto. Yeah, a bunch of people on there, man. There's the link right there if you want to check it out.
Well, if I had any final thoughts, I guess I basically want to say, you know, that I think pretty much anyone that sticks to it and has a dedication to do whatever they want to do, especially with whether it's crypto mining or software engineering or anything like that. I mean, it's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of effort, but there's no need to FOMO into it. That, you know, as long as you're putting the dedication and the effort into it, you know, I think we're all going to make it. So,
absolutely.
The second I saw confirmation of bear market in my analysis, I immediately completely redesigned my my business plan. I was like, okay, before I was running 100% of everything, no matter what, because you never knew when something was going to pop. Now I'm saying, okay, let's relook at the finances and let's do the most efficient first, and let's do this. And because I know we're probably going to have years to mine majority of these coins, so no point in paying $10,000 a month in energy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, thank you for calling in, Jacob. Jacob Twitch. Check him out.
Thank you.
Much love, brother. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, we need more people to call in, and I will bore you now by myself while we wait. Get your ass in here. Start the music again. Start the song. Tell your baby mama, your grandma, the mailman, who else? The mechanic down the road. EVGA. Oh my God, we didn't even talk about EVGA. Oh my God, yeah. EVGA. Yeah, that's a big one, man. This one. Oh, come on. We can't talk about EVGA when this song's on. Friday night. It's Friday night, baby. I'm playing games tonight. I can feel it. I didn't have a weekend. I worked 10 days straight. 10 days straight. I worked 74 hours. 74 hours. This week, actually. 74 hours. I did do a 24-hour shift on Saturday. Yeah, 24 hours from Saturday at 9 a.m. till Sunday 9 a.m. So that sucked. But this is my first time having a weekend in a while, so I'm happy. I need it, man. Viewer call in. Get your asses in here. The link is in the top there. I would love to hear from some of y'all. EVGA, though. So I'm really sad about the EVGA thing, man. Jeff, my man. I actually have to talk to you privately about something. It's not bad or anything. It's good. It's a question I have for you. My man. Yeah. So that was cool, man. Raptorium called in today. That's really cool, man. I love hearing from all these projects, man. You know, I think it's a cool platform. Oh, no, you're not in trouble. I'm your boss. You're in trouble. No. But no, EVGA, man, that sucks, dude. Let me pull it. You know what? Rest in peace, EVGA, man. I'm so sad. I'm really worried for EVGA. Now, let me tell y'all why I'm very sad about EVGA, man. Obviously, I feel like I shouldn't even have to say this. Obviously, this is not sponsored by EVGA. Although, EVGA, you ever want to sponsor me, I will take that. No, but who wouldn't, right? But no, in all seriousness, I'm really sad that I'm not going to get a For the Win 4. I love these cards, man. The For the Win 3. I love this card, the way it looks, either daytime or nighttime. It's so sad, bro. EVGA is like the best cards, man. I have so many EVGA cards, and like I would always take EVGA pretty much over any other brand. Honestly, I don't know about all of you, but the fact that they're, you know, they're not going to be working with NVIDIA anymore. I think they said they're just going to finish off this generation, right? Isn't it this generation? They got a couple more, but it sucks, dude, because I've already made what, 3 cards with them? 2 or 3 cards, and they were quick. Boom. 2-3 weeks I had my card. Very responsive. Yeah, I'm really sad about that, man. I'm really, really heartbroken about EVGA, because you got to think too. I've heard sources from YouTube, they were saying, JC sent it, I believe he said it was 78%, and then I've also heard like 80%. Rest in peace to EVGA. I've heard 80% of the revenue is coming from GPUs, so obviously that's NVIDIA. That sucks, dude. Like, I don't think they could survive as a company. You can't just all of a sudden lose 80% of your profit. Not even your profit. I mean, that's net. It's not just net. I think that, I mean, it's everything you think of. 80% of your company gone, right? Boom. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna sell everybody PSUs? I mean, PSUs are cool. Don't get me wrong. Did you watch the Gamers Nexus? Yeah, that's the one I started with originally. The CEO is 60. He'll probably retire. Yeah, that's a huge bummer for me, man. I don't know. I can't see that. Something's gonna change. No way, man. No way. They're gonna go out of business if they did that. I don't know. I don't know. How would they survive? What would they sell? They're gonna do AMD cards. So I didn't see that in the video. Although I did make a short today suggesting that. That would be cool. I'm not a huge AMD guy myself. However, for EVGA, I would, you know, buy AMD cards if they're EVGA made. Yeah, but that sucks, man. He said they ain't touching GPUs anymore at all. I've saw that. We'll see, right? We'll see. But that sucks, man. They are by far the best. By far the best for me. EVGA still do motherboards. I've never got one if they do. Looks like we'll be paid EVGA ads. Any more callers, guys? If not, play some video games. Is there anybody else live? Let me see. Great turnout today, guys. We did hit 200 viewers earlier. That was awesome. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Have a great night. What did I miss? Was watching the RTM stuff. You didn't miss anything too crazy, man. Rabbit, hit me up, bro. Love to get you on one of these shows, or we can do something together, man. YouTube video, whatever it is. Whatever it is, man. Hit me up, man. Love to do something with you, Rabbit. I love every single one of you. Great stream tonight. I'm very happy with the turnout. Thank you, everyone. I think we hit 10.6 thousand subscribers. Shout out to all of you. We just hit 10,000 the other day. So thank you to all of you for supporting my channel. I'm not talking about financially, right? You never have to feel, please don't ever feel like you have to support me financially. I'm talking about hitting that like button, telling your baby mama that we live, and watching the video all the way. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. So thank you so much. Awesome time. Much love. Hit me up, guys. If you are, listen, a lot of people like to private message me on Discord. I appreciate you thinking of me. If I don't know you though, please limit it. Please try your best to keep it in the actual Discord itself, if you could. I'd really appreciate it, because I get like 50 to 60 messages a day. It's really hard to keep up with. So please, it's good for the ecosystem of my Discord as well. You know, everybody chatting over there. I'm sure Czar 700 Czar. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much for the donation, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, baby mama.
Stop the cap.
And always stop the cap. Back to call in stream. Yeah. I'm going to go play video games. And actually, you know what? I need to hang out with my kids before they sleep. I hang out with my kids. tuck them in, and then I'm gonna play video games. Love every single one of you. You guys know where I'll be if you know, if you're in the know. Tell your baby mama to leave DJ alone in the DMs. Yes. Have a great evening, everyone. Peace. Tell your baby mama.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, Jeff, thank you for the $5. Keeping the stream alive. Thank you for support.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Thank you,
fast
Jeff.
as fuck, boy.
Thank you, Jeff. Much love, Jeff. Appreciate all of you. Time to play